I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow.
Now to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
When the Pacers traded away Paul George, many around the league expected a total rebuild. Instead, Indiana has been a consistent playoff team. They don't have so-called big names on this roster, but they do have veterans who've stayed humble, who've bought in completely, and who come to play every night. And with young talent that's still on the rise, there's reason for optimism going forward in Indiana. Kevin?
A lot of optimism. Thanks, D.A. And the deal, keeping the Pacers in Indianapolis for 25 more years, almost $300 million in public subsidies, Bill, to renovate and expand the arena and the area around the arena.
So the public paid for this?
Some of it, a lot of it, but maybe not all of it.
If the arena was such a good deal, why doesn't the rich guy pay for it?
I think the Pacers are at least kicking in $65 million.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That's so nice of them.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Green in at point guard. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's McConnell in at point. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Oladipo hands it from short range.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Green deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Outside Warren. Here's Turner. Chalk up 2 there. And Bill, talking about the Pacers and the history of this franchise, what are some of your favorite eras of Indiana Pacer basketball? And maybe it goes back to the ABA days.
Yeah, they didn't have the ABA in Boston. I never saw any of those games. Yeah. I just saw them through the little books and the magazines, but it was like this alternate league happening. I didn't know if it was real or not. They came really close in the mid-'90s, and there was a great lost Indiana-Orlando series that went 7 and was really entertaining. Orlando up winning. That one was good. I thought in 98 they took the Bulls and Jordan to the brink. And that was the closest I thought the Bulls came to losing a series out of any of those 6 title years. So those would probably be the 2 highlights. The 2000 finals, they were a little closer to beating the Lakers than I think people realize.
It's a history lesson every time I sit down with
you. I'm trying.
Here's McConnell. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Oladipo. To the inside. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Oladipo.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Outside, Green. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And, Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. And should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
You can't lose what the game is. No, it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that, too.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Green. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Bill, you think about Victor Oladipo's breakthrough with the Pacers. They were criticized for that trade, sending away Paul George. But you know what? Oladipo became an all-star.
Absolutely. He certainly surprised me. I was one of the biggest critics of that trade. I just didn't understand it. I think Oladipo at that point was making $20 million a year and had really been relegated to.
Changes for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. T.J. Warren comes in for McDermott. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Lamb. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Green. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. Bill, on the topic of Victor Oladipo, his role includes some pretty big shoes to fill, at least in name alone, Paul George.
Right.
That's a big void to fill.
Right. I think he's better than Paul George potentially as a franchise guy because the one thing with Paul George, once he became the guy in the Pacers, he didn't handle it that great. And I felt like from a leadership standpoint, it was pretty hit or miss. And, did not seem like he was all in on that team the last 2 years he was there. Oladipo has embraced Indiana. He loves that team. He wants that to be a championship contender for years, and he wants to do it in Indiana. You're not going to hear about him trying to get to L.A. in 5 years or any of that stuff. He wants to be in Indiana. I think when you're a small market team, you got to find guys like that.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad he wants to stay there.
It's good. We'll see. We'll see if Giannis will do the same in Milwaukee.
I hope he does. Do you?
Yeah, we'll see.
It's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 1. That's the Pacers 5. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against the Hawks was all business. He had 44 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
And Greg, let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
Still
turning
young
25
enough
this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles. And the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball.
They can pull out a close game. The next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Lamb, he's checked in for Leaf. Victor Oladipo comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. And the Lakers also making a switch. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Out to the right wing. McConnell fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
Turner's checked in for Warren. Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. Green comes in for Caldwell-Pope. 1:27 left in the first half. And entertaining as always, Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I
They're
don't want
off
to see
the
that
schedule.
team. Let's do the other teams.
Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial. But not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Lakers. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Green in at the point. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Of course, you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
And the whistle blows, it's going to be on the general. That's foul number 2 for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Oladipo, and again it's Indiana converting.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Outside, Green. Over McConnell. Green, no luck. Pacers trail by 16. To the wing right side. McConnell passes to Turner. It's stolen by Green. Kuzma kicks to Green. Turner with the steal. Dishes it to Oladipo. Pass to McConnell. Back to Oladipo. There's the pass to Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Right side Warren. Kuzma pulls it in.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
McConnell finds Sabonis. Caldwell Pope against Oladipo. Back to Sabonis. Over in the corner, Warren. "17-foot shot on the way. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. And Warren, here we go. Again, the miss by Warren. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Green against Holiday. From the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Warren. Back to Turner. A 3-ball. And it's a foul. It's called on T.J. Leaf. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Lamb in there for Aaron Holiday. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Murray. Outside, Green. There's the triple. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bucket is good. And that's now 7 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Green passes to Green. Back to Green. Fires the three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Brogdon finds Turner. Brogdon with it. 7 points in the game. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. On the wing, Turner, guarded by McGee. Lamb passes to Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Takes the three. Sabonis trying to get open. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? You take a look at Green. He's gotten off to a blazing start and has settled into that number 2 spot in the rankings. A lot of season left for him to jump to number 1, though.
And really not surprised with the kind of talent he possesses to be ranked 2nd already.
Well, what I've really liked about him, Greg, in the early part of this season is how aggressive he's been. He's not hanging in the background like most rookies do. He's getting after it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Passes it to Brogdon. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 16-6 run. Outside, Green. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Brogdon outside. Here's Sabonis. And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny here, man. I just wanted to congratulate you first on a great win. But you guys have been dominating, and specifically you, during this stretch. What you got to do to keep this going?
Keep it going, man. I just think we have to keep believing. You know, block out the distraction, block out the trolls. Don't start second-guessing ourselves. We have the best fans in the whole league, man. They got our backs 100%, and we don't want to let them down.
All right, well, continue and much success, my brother.
Got you.
You guys were firing in all cylinders tonight. I was wondering if you could talk about your defense. How were you able to stop those guys from getting all those shots that they wanted?
Had a dope game plan from the coaching staff. You know, they showed us some stuff they like to do, what our coverages should be to counteract that, and we went out there and executed. Simple as that. Simple.
What do you think the key was to your hot scoring tonight?
Felt like I was, playing pretty loose, which is always a good thing. And a lot of that because my teammates kept finding me in the good spots. I think we moved the ball well, too, and strung together a bunch of good decisions in a row. When you do that, good things are bound to happen, and that's what we did tonight. I know it'll be high. Maybe not. Maybe like 40.
Somewhere on the straight.
Sure.
Here he comes. Hey, Che.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I want to bring Josh over here. He's got something to talk to you about the Top Takes Daily interview.
Okay.
You remember Josh from Beats?
Yeah, Josh, what's up?
Great to see you again, Che. Great game tonight.
I appreciate that, Josh.
So Josh has a couple things he wants to go over with you that you could sprinkle into the interview.
Okay.
Well, obviously, only mention this stuff if it comes up organically. We want you to feel comfortable out
That's
there.
right. There's no benefit from forced plugs.
Of course.
So let's keep the pressure low. Any mention with Beats is a plus. We'd be happy with a simple plug. But if you're feeling up to it, you can throw in some stuff about our tech, too.
Okay, like what?
Right off the top, the noise cancellation feature. We call it Pure Adaptive Noise Canceling, Pure ANC for short. But if you just said noise cancellation, that'd be great. You don't have to live neck deep in the weeds on this one.
Okay, pure ANC, I got that.
Nice, and I'll have a cheat sheet up there before the interview.
All right, Levi.
And we've also got something else called fast fuel, where you get a 3-hour charge in around 10 minutes, but the main plug is noise cancellation. That's what we really love you to hit out there.
Noise cancellation, I got it.
Awesome, great, thanks, Josh.
So, if anything comes up, questions, whatever, just tell Levi and he'll let me know.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
We know it'll be a rock solid partner, Che.
All right, brother.
Thanks, Snip.
All right, sounds good. Get it, Beats? Sounds good?
No, bro. That wasn't good.
Well, it is a special day here today at Top Takes Daily as we are joined live in studio with one of the NBA's brightest new stars, Che. Welcome to the show, Che.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me, Diane.
Of course. Now, you've had to overcome a lot on your path up to the league. We all know about the doubt you faced coming in as a 4-year college player. So with that, my first question for you is, how does it feel to silence the haters?
Haters? I can't even hear them, Diane.
So are you one of those guys who doesn't do social media? We're seeing a lot of that trending recently.
No, it's my beats. They have noise canceling technology. Matter of fact, I can't even hear what you're saying, Diane. What'd you say?
Oh, now that is a first.
Well, I can't hear you, Diane. What'd you say?
Do you think we can continue with the interview?
Oh, yeah, of course. I got you. Beats.
So now that you've established that you belong in the league, what's next for you? What are your goals?
You know, I really never looked at it like that. For me, I just keep my head down, grind, you know?
Would you consider yourself a gym rat?
Oh, what? I'm a huge gym rat. I just throw my beats on and get it popping, you know? It's all about the playlist.
So before we wrap things up, one last question for you. We all seem to know a lot about Che the athlete, but what's something we don't know about Che the person?
I'm a music freak, Diane.
Got any favorite artists?
Yes, I do. Kevin Gates, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. You know, they all sound good playing through my Beats headphones. I love these things.
They pay you to say that.
Honestly, yeah, they do. But it's not about that. You know, I've been a fan of Beats long before I was one of their athletes. It's a culture thing.
Well, okay then. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today in studio with Che. Che, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is Diane Stone, and you have been watching Top Takes Daily.